Today we'll be taking a look at all the scheduled upcoming releases for the Medicom Mafex for the DC line. Now this will consist of both the live action and comic characters, and all of these have been announced for 2021. So in January we're going to kick off with a movie figure, and it's Black Manta from the Aquaman solo movie. So this is the follow-up to the Aquaman figure we had previously, and the sculpt looks great and pretty accurate to the one we see in the film with the Atlantean steel design. So overall it's a pretty solid figure. Also comes with all the weapons and effects as well, so this is a really good start for DC collectors. Also in the same month we'll be getting the Superman Hush figure, and this is the follow-up to the Batman version that we had previously, and in my opinion this is a definitive look of the Man of Steel with the logo behind the cape, also the face and just the overall build. The accessories will include the leaves, and something Mafex like to do all the time is to have accessories for other figures, and in this case a right hand with the kryptonite ring will be compatible for the Batman Hush figure. Also in the same month we'll see an alternative to the Dark Knight Returns Batman. This is the triumphant version, which is similar in build to the previous black and grey version, but this time we get the blue and grey attire and that Ritz part in the middle. Also this figure will come with a Bruce Wayne head sculpt, which is something they didn't do for the black suit version, and they also added a Batman unmask, which is something we don't see that often in terms of accessories. So this one's going to be a great figure, and maybe there's going to be a decision to be made if you have the previous one as well. And the figures keep on coming in January as we get a second Batman Hush figure, this time in the black and grey suit. This of course is similar to the previous one, but we do get some big updates including a gargoyle stand. The only thing they haven't included in this figure is the unmasked head sculpt, which of course they did have in the blue version. So you probably have to own both if you want to have the unmasked Batman on this version. Personally, I like the blue edition because it's more of a definitive look from the comics, but this one definitely wouldn't be a bad buy for an alternative. And next up in February we do get a follow-up to the Aquaman and Black Manta figure with Mera. It is the look from her second half of the film. We also get some multiple head sculpts and some of the accessory effects. It will be interesting to see if we get a stand to hold some of these up, which I assume we will. Also some of the other accessories that were featured in the film will be included. There are still some question marks on the casting on Mera, so if you want the original look, this may be the time to get it. And then the next month we'll see another Dark Knight Returns character with Joker. So Mafex do like to bring out a lot of the characters from the same line, so this one isn't surprising. It does capture the likeness of the Joker in the movie with the stocky build in the suit. We'll also get some really nice accessories like the pen and the Batarang stuck in the eye, although there's no sign of the laughing Joker face without a Batarang. And if you're a collector of the Dark Knight Returns line, this one's definitely for you. And the following month we get another Batman villain. This time is Catwoman from the Hush series, which is the follow-up to the Batman and Superman figures. And this one's quite an interesting one as we don't get too many Selena Kyles, although it is the third Catwoman Mafex figure following the two from the Nolan Dark Knight series. And this figure will come with plenty of accessories including her whip and different facial expressions, including a sort of unmasked version as expected. So this figure will be released in April. And then in May we move on to the Batman New Adventures. This is a brand new start of a line as we dive into the classic animated series from 1997. Of course with the new look in a sleeker design and darker tones to the 1995 one, although I do prefer the more classic look in the blue, grey and the yellow symbol on his chest. Now this version nevertheless does capture the 90s feel and will surely open doors for more wave of figures for the Capes Crusader from the animated line. I do already own a DC Collectibles Batman from the 95 series, and I know that McFarlane have done some too, so it's probably not on the top of the list for some. And in the summer of June we're going to get the Armored Batman, a real classic from the Dark Knight Returns and one of the most unique looks of the Dark Knight. This suit of course inspired the one in the Dawn of Justice, which we also got a Mafex version already, and also we have some of the other versions including a multiverse animated figure. So it's pretty much a must if you're collecting the Dark Knight Returns Mafex line. You will get plenty of the weapons including a gas effect, which really give this figure a battle atmosphere. And you also get the unmasked head sculpt, so overall it's a really good figure, and this will surely then mean a Superman announcement is imminent. And then the following month in July we're going to get Hush himself, so by this time if you've collected the other characters from this line, this is going to be high on the list. So we do get different head sculpts all looking pretty unique to each other, so it's going to be a tough choice to choose which one is the best for the pose. And also we get some of the main weapons like his pistols. Of course he's known to be a great marksman. So Thomas Elliot has the ability to perform operations including repairing Harvey Dent's face, ripping out Catwoman's heart as well. So if you're looking for a dark DC villain from Mafex, this one's for you. And then we're going to get a Batman and Robin from the Dark Knight Returns in a double pack, which is quite rare for Medicom Mafex. And this Batman, in terms of the build, is quite similar to the previous two that we have. But in terms of the colours, it is totally different. And of course, some people will be disappointed they didn't release Robin on its own, so you have to buy the double pack. However, I think this is a great display overall. I think the colours really accommodate each other. And of course, it's kind of like the classic colours of both Batman and Robin. So overall, it's a great set. And then for August, we're going to see a Joker Hush, and this would be the 6th figure in the Hush line, and our second Joker of the year following the Dark Knight Returns version. Obviously, this one has more of a classic Joker look with the lean body in a dark tone suit and the grin head sculpts. This figure also comes with some of its main weapons like the knife as well as a flag gun. Overall a must since Joker is Batman's biggest enemy, so I think these figures will go really well together in the Hush line or even with some of the other Batman figures you own. And the final announcement so far is the Azrael Batman from the comics Batman Nightfall. So after Batman broke his back from the fight with Bane, Jean-Paul Valley took the role for the time being. And this has a really unique and interesting look as it's unlike any other standard Batman suits. The cape is a soft material and you can really build some dynamic poses as you can see with some of the shots here. It also has this really 90s comic look with the vibrant colours, but it isn't for everyone. But either way, it's great that Medicom are bringing versions out that aren't too mainstream. So that's the 4 official announcements so far for the Medicom Mafex DC line in 2021. If you haven't already, you can check the link in the description below for the Marvel version. Thanks for watching.